You're watching the Western Athletic Conference on ESPN. We're still in the month of November. The season just getting underway, but WAC play is here as well. It's the conference opener tonight, and it's a good old Lone Star State showdown. It's the UT Arlington Lady Mavs visiting the Abilene Christian Wildcats. As we welcome you courtside here at Moody Coliseum, Andy Penny alongside Trey Newhouse. Yeah, we're still working off the Thanksgiving dinner from last week, but conference play is here, Trey. It's the first of a 20-game conference season. Should be fun here at Moody Coliseum tonight.
Yes, well, the Western Athletic Conference started something new this year. For all of conference play, they'll be playing twice against each team. A home and a home. So in January 20th specifically, ACU will drive down to Arlington, and they'll play the Mavs again.
They'll get the rematch in a couple months. Let's look at the impact players tonight, the freshman of the week in the WAC paint poll. But first, Avery Brittingham for the Lady Mavs.
Brittingham's a prolific scorer in the paint. Transfer from SFA, so she's been here. She's played in Moody Coliseum before. She knows the atmosphere in the building, so it'll be exciting to watch her tonight. And Peyton Hole against Navy hit 9 threes and scored a 34 points, the most in Abilene Christian women's basketball Division I history.
The WAC freshman of the week in Peyton Hole. Hey, let's go courtside. The third member of our broadcast crew tonight, it's Courtney String. Courtney?
Thanks, guys. ACU is beginning the conference play against the Mavericks, and this is a big deal because this is the first time both teams are having a conference play before the actual season calendar begins. Now, this isn't the first time these two teams have played against each other. They actually played a total of 3 times, and ACU has a 2-1 against them. With that being said, the last time they played was actually right here in Moody Coliseum, with ACU taking a 92-72 win against the team. With that being said, the WAC tournament is slowly approaching in March, and I know both teams are looking to get a good start. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Courtney. The ACU starting lineup being announced here at the Moody Coliseum crowd. The Wildcats coming off their first road trip of the year. A 1-1 record in the Navy Classic in Annapolis, Maryland over the weekend. A loss to Townsend, who's nationally ranked in the Mid-American polls, 63-56. Bounce back with a big win versus Navy, 87-62. ACU comes in with an overall record of 3-2. UT Arlington at 1-5. It's been a very difficult, treacherous non-conference schedule, including the likes of the University of Texas on the list, South Florida, Illinois State, just a few. But coming off their first win of the year, beating North Carolina A&T 87-76 over the weekend. So a little momentum for both of these teams, Trey, coming off a win over the weekend.
Well, the first conference game of the season is just so important. And both of these teams in the WAC preseason coaches poll, they're ranked, ACU was ranked 6th, UTA 7th. So both of these teams are just inside of that WAC tournament line. So this is a very important game. They want to grab a first win and get the gravy train rolling as they go into a long and treacherous conference schedule.
It's a springboard type of game. It's a swing game for both of these teams. As Trey mentioned, the 6th and 7th in the preseason poll, so somebody can bounce out, be on the top side of the standings at the end of the night. ACU in the purple jerseys tonight here on the home court tonight. You'll see UTA in the gray uniforms. UTA moving left to right from our vantage point. ACU right to left. WAC basketball is underway as the tip is won by the Wildcats. You see these starters for UTA. Lee, Threet, Brittingham, Adams, and Clark. 3 on the board. It's Peyton Hole, the WAC freshman of the week, picking up right where she left off, a 3 from the top of the key. There's the starters for ACU. Thornton, Earl, Hull, Martin, Claire Traeger, her first start in a Wildcat uniform. She gets to start at the forward tonight. So Mavericks go right on the inside. Avery Brittingham misses at the baseline. There's the head coach, Sharika Wright. She's been around the game a long time. 4th year as the head coach of UTA, a longtime assistant, Texas Tech, Alabama, and Vanderbilt. WNBA career and a highly prolific collegiate high school career as well here in the state of Texas. Here's a 3 in the right corner. Clark misses it, no good, and it's up over the top. And here's Julie Goodenough. Julie in her 12th season with the Wildcats, 500 career victories. She picked up win number 500 at the end of last year, February of 2023. It's man-to-man for the Lady Mavs to get things underway. Entry pass to Addison Martin. Back out Bella Earl coming off a triple-double on Saturday. Entry pass back to Martin. She's fouled. We'll see our first free throws of the night.
The Wildcats have been playing to their game plan so far. Their game plan is to slow the play and take those late shot clock shots. And that's what they've been doing so far in this game, up 3-0 after that big three from sharpshooter Peyton Hull.
Now Addison Martin, the 6'1 sophomore, first free throw up, no good. Martin coming off a double-double versus Navy, 14 points, 11 rebounds. Been in double figures 3 times this year. She's got her first point tonight, 1 of 2 at the charity stripe.
Martin's been hot lately, 14 points in both of the games up in Annapolis.
It's a Lady Mav team averaging 66.5 points a game. 38% from the field. There's a pass turnover as a steal for the Wildcats.
That zone defense forces those weak passes into the post.
ACU game plan tonight is in the half court as Hull will drive. Ball is tied up, our first jump ball tonight. It's a half court game for ACU. It's a transition run and gun game for UTA. The more they can get out defensive turnovers and get up and down the floor, that's the way Coach Wright and the Lady Mavs want to play tonight. Half court is in the favor of the Wildcats.
They want their defense to turn into those offensive points and possessions.
There's Kiari Lee on the left side, gets the start, her 3rd of the season. Layup too strong this time by 3. Offensive rebound though, and a putback by Avery Brittingham, the transfer from Stephen F. Austin, her first year in a Lady Maverick uniform.
Brittingham creates those second chance opportunities for the Mavs.
Brittingham at 12.5 a game. She's got her first 2 here tonight. Thornton, top of the key, will let one fly. That's well short. It's an air ball and out of bounds. Give it back here to the Lady Mavs. We'll look at our keys tonight. Keys to the game tonight, UTA and ACU.
Well, as we were saying, UTA wants to run the floor. They want to get those points before ACU can set up that zone defense, and they want their defense to turn into offense. They're averaging 7.3 steals a game, and for Abilene Christian, they want to slow the ball, control the style of play, and just straight up out-rebounds the Mavs.
There's Gia Adams right side with the dribble. Has it knocked out of her hands. It's loose on the baseline. Recovered by Lee. Lee now on the inside is fouled. We'll have our first Wildcat foul call tonight. So our officials tonight, Stacy Blow, Arthur Green, Andriana Broussard, our 3-man officiating crew. And first foul again on the Wildcats.
That foul will be called on Hull. Peyton Hull, as we said earlier, 34 points versus Navy, so she will look to keep her shooting streak going. As there's another foul.
Entry pass to Brittingham, fouled on the cut to the basket. You see our first Wildcat, or check that, our first Lady Mav.
I guess
Free
that
throws.
foul
Addison
was
Martin.
in the act of shooting.
Yeah, called Addison Martin as Brittingham was trying to get it up on the rim. Again, Brittingham, the 6'1 senior transfer from Stephen F. Austin. Decorated career in her 3 years over at SFA. This year averaging 12.5 points a game. The team leader in rebounds, assists, and steals. All familiar with ACU. Last year a double-double versus the Wildcats. 17 points, 15 rebounds. 1 for 2 at the charity stripe. ACU a 1-point lead. Earl at the top of the key. She'll fire from there. Too strong, no good.
Bella Earl's performance against Navy kind of gets overlooked because of the 34 from Hull, but she had a triple-double against a good Navy team, so she'll be looking to continue that too.
Backdoor cut and a good pass. Talia Clark, her first 2 tonight. The transfer from Seattle U. Another WAC transfer.
This Lady Mavs team is full of transfers all across the board from all corners of America.
It's a 15-person roster for the Lady Mavs. 12 of the 15 are newcomers. Here's a backdoor cut and a layup. Peyton Hull's got 5.
You don't see that very often. The team's traded backdoor layups.
Great pass from Claire Traeger. Again, Traeger, her first start in an ACU uniform. Traeger, the grad transfer from Binghamton, got her first assist tonight. 3, right wing, it's up and good. Good looking shot, Gia Adams. Adams averaging 11.2 a game. She's got her first 3 tonight. We go back and forth here in the first few minutes of the first quarter. Thornton to Traeger. Her first fire tonight left it short. Brittingham and outlet passes is what the Lady Mavs like to do, is run. Lee on the right side, cut off in transition defense. Wildcats play half-court man-to-man. Lee on the right side, gets to the free throw line, down the left side of the paint. Good drive, good left-handed finish.
Wildcats have been doing a great job of keeping it into a half-court game, keeping the Lady Mavs kind of slowing the pace down a little bit, but the Lady Mavs are hitting their shots and creating open ones.
Lee, the 5'9" senior, just her second start of the year, and only averages 2.5 a game, but she's got 2 there. 3-man weave here for the Wildcats. Earl will look at a 3, right side, it's good. Wildcats shoot more than 25 threes a night. They've got their second make. Bella Earl to make. Right back come the Lady Mavs, Gia Adams. Even after a made basket, transition for the Lady Mavs proves beneficial. They've got a 3-point lead.
Wildcats looked stunned there. They were still doing their 3-point celebration, and the Lady Mavs were already scoring.
Good entry pass, good position. Martin left it short. It's tapped out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Mavs. We'll keep it here. We'll see our first substitutions here for both teams. Claire Graham, Emma Troxel are both in. Also, Hannah Humphrey is in for the Lady Mavs. And Adelia Valkova also in for the Lady Mavs. Here's Hull driving the baseline. She's got another one up off the glass and in. Peyton Hull with 7 already. There's a deep pass up the floor, and this one too deep. As Masengo Matondo could not save it. She's also on the floor, but a turnover here back to ACU. Again, Peyton Hull coming off of 34 points on Saturday versus Navy.
Just a freshman, too, in her first few games of collegiate ball, already putting up 34s. There's a shot from her.
Yeah, that one too deep. Tries to hunt down her own rebound, can't do it. It's into the hands of Valkova, who leads the break. Humphrey, layup on the right side, it's up and good. Boy, transition is the name of the game. Humphrey's got another layup. 3-point UTA lead. On the backside now here the first quarter, 5 minutes deep. There's Hull in the backdoor cut. This one's stolen away. Another chance to run. Adams will lead the break. Cut off in transition. Gives to Humphrey, right side. UTA averages 7.5 steals a game. They'll give it back here on the turnover.
That's what the Lady Mavs want to do all night long. They want to get stops on defense and just run the floor and beat the defense down the floor.
Hull left side, shot fake. She'll get into the paint all the way in. A lot of contact, whistle, and a foul call. Up and down pace in the first 6 minutes of this one. UTA an early 3-point lead here in Abilene.
ACUTV is really special because you have an opportunity to dive in and to get started day one.
You could start out on camera or you could start out in the studio, but if you want to direct or if you want to TD or if you want to operate cameras or do replays, you have the opportunity to do all of that and learn.
If you have any love or any interest in TV or just really want to find a community of people who want to work hard and follow their passions, that's what ACUTV is.
Another beautiful look, the sunset here in the big skies of the big country, Abilene, Texas. We've been up and down the first 6 minutes. UTA an early 3-point lead here at 14-11. Andy Penny alongside Trey Newhouse. And Trey, it's been the tail of the tape. Who can control, dictate the pace of the game? And UTA's out of the chutes pretty fast tonight.
Yes, UTA's been getting up and down the floor. They've been getting the ball in quick, getting it up to their quick guards who are zipping through the defense and getting wide open layups. They've even missed some opportunities, but they have that 3-point lead.
Coach Julie Goodenough told us this week UTA is athletic, Wildcats will have to stay disciplined, not play the Lady Mavs style. Slow down transition, guard the drive, limit free throw attempts. See Coach good enough there. Again, in year number 12, ACU's leader. Peyton Hall at the line makes the first and gets the roll on the second. Already with 9, back to a 1-point spread. Brittingham back on the floor here for the Lady Mavs. She wears number 12. Adams runs the show, the transfer from Tennessee State.
Lady Mavs already have 10 points in the paint, and they'll be looking to get the ball into their big forwards.
Adams top of the key with a screen, drives left, finds Brittingham. Left-handed layup too strong. Valkova an offensive rebound. The putback is good. Adela Valkova, transfer from UTEP. Played her junior college ball at Weatherford. Made her way one season at UTEP before the transfer here to Arlington. Emma Troxel with the ball in her hand. She's at the free throw line. Thornton on a drive, off the glass, too strong, no good, draws the foul. And back-to-back possessions here for the Wildcats to get to the free throw line.
The Wildcats are a team that really rely on their shooting. They trust their 3-ball and they trust their free throw line ability. And the Lady Mavs are kind of the opposite. They look for the high percentage layups, the big post moves, and the wide open right-handed and left-handed layups. How fast?
See Meredith Mays checked in for the first time tonight. Bella Earl back on the floor. Aspen Thornton at the line. First free throw rolls around and is no good. Aspen scored her 1,000th career point over the weekend versus Towson. Already been in double figures 4 of the 5 games for the Wildcats. 1 of 2 at the line. 2-point Lady Mav lead. Humphrey fire fast on the left side. She's got 3. Anna Humphrey averaging 7.5 a game. Buries one from the left side.
UTA really working a run and gun offense. That shot was within 5 seconds of the reset shot clock.
Hola looking at 3, misses. Mays gets it right back to Hull, cut to the basket. Shot up and a foul. Chance for a 3-point play.
Already in double figures in the first quarter for Peyton Hull.
Give a lot of credit there to Meredith Mays on the backside block. Offensive rebound, second chance opportunity. Hull stayed with the play, cut to the basket on the backside. Mays found her. Freshman to freshman. We might see that combination a lot over the course of the next few years. Meredith finishes off the and 1. UTA hangs on to the 2-point lead. Rotunda with the drive, kicks it opposite way. Now on the drive, shot up off the rim, no good from Adams. One and done this time as Bella Earl the rebound. Paula looking at 3. Got it! Peyton Hall continues the hot shooting. Again, set an ACU Division I record, or tied it with 34 over the weekend, already with 15 here in the first quarter. And ACU back on top. Brittingham with the dribble. Troxel will get the defensive assignment, deflects the pass, steals the pass.
Wildcats are really hustling on defense. They're causing those deflections which lead to steals.
Lob pass to Mays, whistle, and an offensive foul call. They'll call Meredith with the stiff arm, straighten the elbow to keep the defender away on the lob pass. Meredith got caught. She'll get the offensive foul.
Peyton Hull is such a pure 3-level scorer.
With more on Peyton Hull, let's send it down to Courtney String, courtside. Courtney?
Thanks, guys. ACU just returned home with a 1-1 record after playing in the Navy Classic and earning a 25-point win over Navy. Peyton Hull, a freshman from Peaster, Texas, set an all-time career high with 34 points and 9 made three-pointers, tying ACU record during the Navy Classic game this past weekend. She was named on the Navy Classic All-Tournament team and named as the WAC Newcomer of the Week. One thing Julie Goodenough has always talked about is how excited she is for this year's freshman class, and so far they have not disappointed. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Courtney. Has not disappointed at all. 22 apiece. Boy, it's been great pace here in the first 10 minutes. There's a steal by Mays. Chance to run for the Wildcats. Thornton on a drive. Shot fake, shot up, shot blocks, but a foul call. And more free throws here for the Wildcats. Talked to Julie Goodenough about Peyton Hull yesterday. I said, boy, even in the first game of the year versus SAGU a few weeks ago, there was no less confidence. She walked on the floor with plenty of confidence, and Coach Goodenough said, you know what, I've been watching Peyton for 4, 5, 6 years through her junior high and high school days, and every time we saw her, it was 20, 30, 40 points every night. As a matter of fact, her last high school game, Coach Goodenough said, I watched Peyton put up 50 in a loss her last high school game, Peaster High School.
No learning curve there for Peyton Hull. She moves up to the collegiate level and just keeps the incendiary scoring going.
Thornton 2 for 2 at the line. Wildcats the 2-point lead. Claire Graham back on the floor here. Under a minute we go, first quarter. Pass left, almost out of bounds. Naya Threet, though, back on the floor. Drives in, layup too strong. Earl the rebound. Chance to run for the Wildcats. Graham finds Troxel, top of the key. Buries it.
That's the Wildcats' fourth three-pointer of the game, sticking with their identity of hitting those open threes.
Troxel's first three in a Wildcat uniform. Started the year 0 for 11 from behind the arc, but hits her first one tonight. 27 in the quarter. Right back come the Mavericks. Three by Gia Adams. Adams, her second three of the quarter. Final possession. Here, quarter number one. Thornton one-on-one, gets to the paint, gives to Troxel, layup at the buzzer is good. That's how the first quarter comes to an end. A combined 54 points in the first 10 minutes. It's been up and down. Wildcats will go to the second quarter with a 4-point lead. Well, I don't know if you can see there's a little smoke coming off the nets. Hot shooting in the first quarter, 54 points collectively on the board. Trey, that was some impressive shooting for both teams during the first quarter.
That was very impressive. They were throwing flames. The Lady Mavericks are shooting 80% from three-point land, and that's not usually their game. They usually shoot around pretty league average, 28.9% from three. But this game so far, they've been seeing the shots, and they've been hitting them. The net's been looking like a lot bigger than it normally does. I don't even know an analogy for that big.
Yeah, 4 for 5 for the Lady Mavs from behind three. 10 of 17 overall, 58.8%. For the Wildcats, 9 of 15 from the floor, 60%. They were 4 for 9 from behind the arc. And 9 free throw attempts in the first quarter for ACU, 7 of 9 from the stripe. They'll start with possession and a 4-point lead. Starting 5 on the floor. Now check that, Claire Graham's on the floor. She's got it in the left corner. She'll fire from there. Too strong and no good. Rebound loose, a jump ball called. This will go the way of the Lady Mavs.
I'm really interested to seeing if this scoring keeps up and we're seeing a 105 to 100 type of game, or if it averages out and people start missing shots.
Unbelievable. The only number that's at 50 is UTA at the free throw line, just 1 of 2 for 50%. Everything else is above the 50% mark. Clark gives to Humphrey, a three, hits the front rim, no good. Their second miss from deep. Thornton will push. Hull gets a breather. I believe Hull played almost all 10 minutes, checked out right at the end of the quarter, so Peyton's still on the breather with 15 points. Another look for Graham in the left corner. She's got this one. Claire Graham, the local product out of Gymnet High School. She's got the three. Largest lead of the night for ACU.
Hull's at the table. She's already about to check back in, see if she can get that 15 points up a little more.
See if Brittingham gets a few more touches here in the quarter. She'll drive in here, double team, gets it up off the glass, too strong. Rebound tapped into the hands of Addison Martin.
That's the beautiful thing about his zone defense is you can double team and everyone's still doing their job.
Traeger fires from deep, short. Martin an offensive rebound. Martin repost, squares up, drop step to the baseline, too strong. Brittingham able to change the course of that shot. Clark into the front court, and a three here on the way, too strong from Adams. Long rebound to Aspen Thornton. The pace, up and down pace continues. Both teams trying to catch a second win. Here's a good slap and steal by Humphrey. And UT Arlington averages 66 a game. Well above that pace so far. There's a foul on the dribble penetration. Thornton
was looking to get that.
Adams, yep.
Thornton was looking to get that slap play right back. Bella Earl got her pocket picked earlier as we see some subs come on.
Yeah, Hull and Troxel back in for the Wildcats. Threet back on the floor, as well as Valkova here for the Lady Mavs. Adams leads the way for the UTA with 6. As another steal here from the Wildcats. Pass up the floor. Hull, who just checked back in, has got 2 more. That's 17 now here in the first half of play, and a 9-point Wildcat lead.
She ran the floor hard and got rewarded with a point.
Humphrey left side. ACU still in a man-to-man. Entry pass Valkova, tough catch. Knocked away from Troxel. Troxel doesn't think she tapped it, but possession will stay here with UTA. Another substitution here, we'll see for the first time. Zoe Jackson, the 5'8" junior for the Wildcats. Transfer from Butler. Her second year in a Wildcat uniform. Entry pass finds Brittingham. Shot up off the glass. This one's up and good. Brittingham at 6'1" on the inside.
UTA has been using their size. They've been grabbing offensive and defensive boards.
There's backdoor cut. Oh, the reverse layup. It's up and good. Whistle and a timeout for UTA. Coach Wright's seen enough of Peyton Hull here in this first half. 7-15 first half. ACU their largest lead. They've got a 9-point spread here at the timeout.
The world needs more light bringers and courageous leaders who inspire us, game changers and risk takers who never play small, creative thinkers and God seekers who uplift us. You see, the future is ours to create. We hold it in our hearts. We mold it with our hands. We light the fire within.
ACUTV is really special because you have an opportunity to dive in and to get started day one.
You could start out on camera or you could start out in the studio, but if you want to direct or if you want to TD or if you want to operate cameras or do replays, you have the opportunity to do all of that and learn.
If you have any love or any interest in TV or just really want to find a community of people who want to work hard and follow their passions, that's what ACUTV is.
ACU a 9-point lead here, 7:15 left before the half. Andy Penny alongside Trey Newhouse. Trey, ACU coming off their first road trip of the year, a 2-game spread at the Navy Classic, went 1-1 over the weekend.
Yes, well, the Wildcats over Thanksgiving break week, they went up to Annapolis, Maryland, and they got a nice win against Navy. Peyton Hull, the girl we've been talking about all night long, already has 19 in this game. She had 34 on 9 3-pointers made against Navy. And Bella Earl had her first career triple-double with 13, 11, and 10. Addison Martin in both games in Annapolis had 14 points, and Aspen Thornton had eclipsed 1,000 career points in her NCAA career. So a very eventful week for the Wildcats.
It was a weekend of milestones there in Annapolis. Here's an entry pass to Brittingham, a late whistle, but the foul is called. Zoe Jackson got caught on a screen. That's advantage Lady Mavs all night long. Brittingham at 6'1", Jackson at 5'8". Jackson fouls her and will send Brittingham to the charity stripe. Again, the transfer from Stephen F. Austin, 3 years at SFA. First team all-WAC last season for the Lumberjacks. She's been in double-figure scoring all 6 games this year for UTA.
Yes, a a great pickup in the offseason for the Lady Mavs.
Yeah, Sharika Wright, head coach, turned over the roster. 15 on the roster, 12 wear the UTA jersey for the first time this season. 2 for 2 at the line for Brittingham. And she's closing in on double figures already. That's point number 9. 7-point lead here for the Wildcats. Troxel between the rings will go to Hull, right side. Earl against the zone. Finds Troxel in the corner. Second three of the night. Rolls around, falls out. Brittingham, long outlet pass. This is the Lady Mavs game. Threet has it knocked out of her hands. Troxel in transition defense.
Great defensive play there by Troxel. Hustling down the floor. She was behind the person in offense and just gets a clean smack in there.
That is UTA's game. Boy, that outlet pass. That a 60-foot pass down the floor from Brittingham. She's got it. Free throw line. Threet in the left corner. Too strong. Brittingham another offensive rebound. Back up strong and good. Make it 7 games, 7 double-figure games for Avery Brittingham. She's got 11. Troxel around the perimeter it goes. Earl again coming off the triple-double. Entry pass to Martin, double team. Back out Hull, 3 on the way, it's good. Well, that's just too easy. You have to give credit to the inside-out game for ACU. Good positioning on the inside by Martin. It draws the double team. Peyton Hull left all alone at the top of the key. 22 now in the first half.
I was wrong about the shooting averaging out. They are just still making everything.
The law of averages has not kicked in yet. ACU, they're scoring it, as is UTA. 2 more for Gia Adams.
It's like a game of horse out here.
Adams comes in averaging at 11.2 a game. She's got 6 here in the first half. Martin to Troxel, block to block, blocked out of bounds. Speaking of blocks, Valkova blocks that one out of bounds. Again, just too easy. Not even a hand in the face there. No closeout at all. That's easy. Easy pickings.
That's that Wildcats inside-out basketball. Get the ball in the paint, kick out for the open threes.
Both teams still over 50% shooting. UTA at 54. ACU at 50. Here's Thornton on a drive. She'll draw contact and a foul. Mutanda got caught up underneath and draws the foul. Again, ACU, there, Trey. ACU 12 of 24. UTA 13 of 24.
This Wildcats team can score with the best of them. They've got Hull has 22 already. And Aspen Thornton, who's at the free throw line, can score with the best of them.
Leaves the first one short. And no good. Aspen on the year averaging 12.2. Coach Goodenough talked about Aspen at the point guard position. It's a luxury to have a good scoring point guard. That's an extra threat in the scoring category. Your point guard typically takes care of the floor, gets the other 4 in position to score, but when your point guard can do it too, that is certainly a luxury. That's been Aspen Thornton. Wildcats by 7. Here's Brittingham again on the right side. Too strong. Rebound poked around. Bodies on the floor. Peyton Hull's got it for the Wildcats. Numbers to run if they want to. Kick out Thornton for 3. Buries it. And a timeout again for Sharika Wright. No, check that. And a player a little slow to pop up. Look at all the bodies on the floor here. 1, 2. Both Lady Mavs gave the Wildcats a chance to run. Good look at it. Hull kicks out to Thornton. I believe that's Mutanda a little slow. Like she might have rolled the ankle or landed funny. She walks off under her own power. Humphreys back in here for the Lady Mavs. Largest lead of the night here for ACU. Clarks is also back in. She's on the left side. It's in the hands now of Threet. Adams with the lane. Stops, pops, left it short. Brittingham had the rebound. Contact. Brittingham falls down and a foul call here on the Wildcats.
That's the Mavs' 5th offensive rebound of the game. That's Brittingham's 6th board. So she's looking to get a double-double here in the first half alone.
Yeah, the 11 points, now the 6 rebounds to go with it.
I'm sensing a lot of statistical feats will be put up this game. 43 points, 4 minutes left in the second quarter.
Claire Traeger checks back in. Emma Troxel, good minutes. We'll get a breather. Lady Mavs inbound on the baseline. 3 right side against the Wildcat 2-3 zone. Look at a 3, it's on the way. Humphrey buries it. Humphrey's been hot. Her second 3 tonight, she's got 8.
That was a Steph Curry range 3. That was near the logo.
Good balanced scoring here by the Lady Mavs. Brittingham 11, Adams with 8, Humphrey now with 8. 7-point game. Traeger, Earl, 3, left side, too strong. Runs down her own rebound in the corner. Second chance here for the Wildcats. Thornton too strong too. Another chance. Rebound loose. Whistle, jump ball, stay on the Wildcats end.
One thing I've noticed since that last Lady Mav timeout is now they have a player sticking with Hull like glue. They have realized she can score with ease. So now they have a player guarding her face up.
Almost have to change the philosophy and go box and 1 for somebody else to make plays. Kiari Lee is back in. Here's a backdoor cut and a foul call on the layup attempt by Traeger. Humphrey up on the back. And that'll send Claire Traeger to the line. ACU 8 of 11 at the line, that's 73%. It's a Wildcat team that only shoots 66 from the line. They're finding their way to get to the line. Already 11 attempts, here come 12 and 13. It's Meredith Mays back in. Mays, the freshman out of Bixby, Oklahoma. Traeger's first free throw is strong. Again, Traeger, the transfer from Binghamton, 4 years there. She was second in the America East Conference. 8.8 assists a game. Got the start tonight. Got the point on the second free throw. Wildcats by 8. Three to run the show. Back to man for the Wildcats. Valkova has it poked away. Has it back in her hands. Humphrey right side. Will drive on hold. Gets the step. Gets the layup. Nice floating finger roll. Humphrey's got 10. And now a steal by Humphrey. Transition pass up the floor. And Clark not ready for it.
Good hustle
behind
deflection.
Yep.
One thing I've noticed about the Wildcats is prior to that last possession, they've been taking care of the ball really well. They have 12 assists to only 5 turnovers. And that's a ratio you want to have.
More than 2 to 1. Great first half. Here's Hull on the drive, reach in. Clark on the reach-in foul. It's only team foul number 3, so not the bonus situation yet for ACU. That's a great ratio, as you mentioned. 12 assists to 6 turnovers. It's 2 to 1. Earl a look at a 3, top of the key, and she buries it.
And there's number 13. Wildcats have been hitting the shots they need to hit.
The 7th triple tonight for ACU. Back up by 9. Valkova with the dribble, hands off Humphrey. Shot from the left elbow is up and good. Humphrey's season high is 15. She did that over the weekend versus North Carolina A&T. She's already at 12 here in the first half. Hull finds Earl, right corner. Back-to-back trips, this one no good. Humphrey on the run again. This is transition game for the Lady Mavs. Valkova with the left hand, left it short.
This high-scoring game is not for the lack of defense.
Behind the back, feed. Hull shot blocked. Loose on the baseline, out of bounds, last touch by ACU. Boy, that would have been a prolific, exciting assist there, but couldn't quite finish that one.
That was a tough pass, getting down the floor. Very flashy.
Troxel is back in. Kiari Lee is also back in. Valkova at the top of the key will give to Lee, right side. She's got to look at a triple. He rattles around, falls out, no good. Now Earl on the run for the Wildcats. Hull to Troxel, entry pass, too strong. Belkova there to challenge. Humphrey, another three, left corner, got another one. And that will get a Julie Goodenough ACU timeout. Hannah Humphrey having herself a game. Again, she's tied her season high now with 15 here in the first half. And the hot shooting of the junior as the ACU lead down to just 4 points. Great response here by UTA to get back in this thing.
Yes, the second quarter scoring is tied 15-15. That 4-point ACU lead in the first quarter is making all the difference in this game so far.
And again, I feel like here, Trey, in the last few possessions, last few minutes, the pace is going back the way of UTA. They like to defensive rebound, get an outlet pass up the floor, and beat you before you can set up your half-court defense, and that's what it feels like the last few possessions. And how about Hannah Humphrey having herself a great first half, 6 of 8 shooting, 3 of 5 from behind the three-point line, 15 points now here in the first half. UTA shows a little full court pressure just to eat up some shot clock. Earl runs the point, gets a double high screen. Hull left side, shot fake, drives in, kicks out to Thornton. Thornton with the drive, loses it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Wildcats, 7 on the shot clock.
Thornton was trying to draw a foul call there, but did not get the call she wanted.
And just 7 on the shot clock. It's in the hands of Martin. In the paint versus Brittingham. Drop step. Up and under, left it too strong and no good. Brittingham now an outlet pass. Martin able to get there and steal it away. Hull, shot fake, whistle, travel this time. UTA will get it back. UTA now a chance to get back within 1 possession here at the end of the first half.
Leading in half can completely change your mindset and philosophy going into the locker room.
Here's Lee, jump stop, shot up, rolls around, no good. ACU has it. About a 2-second difference here, game clock, shot clock. Hull for 3, back rim. Troxel, though, gets the offensive rebound. Here goes Earl to Martin. Shot up and good.
Great possession by the Wildcats, running the clock down a little bit and then getting points off the possession.
One final look here for the Lady Mavs. 6 seconds on the clock. Threet with the dribble, lost it, contact, foul call. Foul on Aspen Thornton with 1.5. Hey, stay with us here at halftime. Chris Jarrett, Matthew Dela Cruz, they are upstairs. They'll have a recap of the first half and all sorts of good stuff. Courtney Strong will have Julie Goodenough as we go to the break. And Matthew and Chris at the desk. First half highlights and analysis. That's upstairs coming up here in just 1.5 seconds upstairs at the break.
And they will have a lot of stats to discuss up there.
Reed's first free throw is up and good.
These girls are making their job easy.
And second one is good as well. And a 4-point spread here for the Wildcats. Zoe Jackson will get on the floor. Probably a designed offensive set here with 1.5 on the first half clock. Here is the pass, Hull from half court. And that's how the first half will come to an end. ACU with 49 points on the board. 15 of 35 shooting in that first half of play. But Give UTA a lot of credit as they fought back to a 4-point halftime lead. Coach Julie Goodenough is going to join us here courtside. Halftime, Courtney String is over with head coach Julie Goodenough. Courtney?
What did you see out there in the first half?
Gosh, it's a track meet. We knew UTA was really going to push the ball in transition. We've given up some pretty high percentage shots with that, so that's what we'll talk about. Like, we've got to do a better job of making them run their offense and not allowing them to score so easily in transition.
So what do you say you're focusing on in the second half?
Stopping the ball in transition and just sharing the basketball. You know, when we have multiple people touch the ball in a possession, we're getting better shots.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Courtney. Thank you, Coach Goodenough. 49-45, ACU, the 4-point lead. Chris and Matthew upstairs. They'll take you through the halftime break. WAC basketball here on ESPN.
Way high atop Moody Coliseum as it is halftime between Abilene Christian and the Lady Mavs of UT Arlington. Chris Jared, Matthew De La Cruz. Matthew, what about the shooting in the first half to give the Wildcats a 4-point lead at half? Someone had to miss, someone had to cool down. We saw it a little bit in the second quarter, but man, that first quarter was red hot.
Yeah, Chris, the Lady Mavs shooting 52%, ACU Wildcats shooting 42%, and despite shooting at such a high clip, Lady Mavs find themselves trailing by 4 here. It's a great showing by both teams. Obviously, in that first half, both teams red hot from 3, and coming down the floor, Peyton Hall, 22 points from the freshman. What a game, what a showing. She's been on fire. And then on the other side with the Lady Mavs, Hannah Humphrey, 15 points, almost a double-double in that first half. This is going to be a back-and-forth matchup that I'm going to be excited to see going down the stretch.
Yeah, and I think coming into this, too, just you look at the Lady Mavs record of 1-5 to start the year, but looking at the team, looking at the size and what they're capable of, a team definitely that wasn't fit for a 1-5 record, and we're seeing that, a good opponent here early on to start. A couple of things to look at. We talked to Julie Goodenough on the Julie Goodenough Show earlier this week. She said that against Navy, they scored 30 points. We hadn't scored 30 points in a quarter in a while. They do it in that first quarter again with 29, so almost there. But another thing as well, you look at the threes for a team. ACU, the most threes that they had made in a full game this season, 7 threes, they reached that in the first half. So some really good shooting from this team and looking to see if it continues.
And this is a team that loves to pull it from perimeter. They're not afraid. They shoot with confidence. And we see that here today, and they're reaping the benefits of that as they have 7 threes in the first half, like you said.
Yeah, we got to talk about Peyton Holt, too. I mean, you look at the freshman. She makes her first start against Towson. It was a quieter start, but explodes on the scene with 34 points. Malia Langstaff, one of those players, losing her to graduation last year, coming into this year. Who would that be? But it's a freshman. A freshman comes in and gives you 34 points.
You're right, Chris. And this is a coaching staff that loves Peyton Hall, recruited her heavily. Peyton Hall, huge prospect coming out of high school, was a high scorer historically, and now she hasn't stopped. She hasn't slowed down. Look for ACU to keep getting her involved in this second half as this game is closer and closer down the line.
All right, we'll kick it to another break at Moody Coliseum. A 4-point lead for the Wildcats. Come back with us. We'll start the second half in just a few moments on ESPN+.
Penny alongside Trey Newhouse. Man, what a fun first 20 minutes of basketball. 49-45 as we get ready to start the second half. Trey, did you put your seatbelt back on? Man, up and down pace there in the first half.
I should put my seatbelt back on. So much scoring in that first half. The Wildcats, Peyton Holt, 22 points in that first half. Aspen Thornton, 7. For the Lady Mustangs, a little more even. Britton Ham at 11, Adams 8, and Humphrey at 15. So a little bit more even scoring, but still a lot of scoring from both of these teams. And we'll see if switching into the floor, changing the depth perception, makes them start missing shots, but I don't think they will.
Man, I don't think so. Boy, you look at those first half stats collectively. UTA shot 52%, 17 of 33 there in the first half. ACU at 46%. Wildcats made 8 threes compared to UTA's 6, and at the free throw line, the Wildcats 9 of 13, where UTA was just 5 of 6. That's the difference in the 4-point spread right now. So it'll be interesting to see. You heard Coach Julie Goodenough talk with Courtney String there at the beginning of the half about trying to slow down UTA's transition. We knew that was their bread and butter. They were highly effective in that first 20 minutes.
Yes, and this third quarter will determine the rest of the game. The Wildcats have been a really good scoring third quarter team. They put up 93 total in their third quarter so far. They've averaged around 80 in their other quarters. So they've been a really well third quarter scoring team. And in this close of a game, the third quarter could determine how you play the fourth, and therefore determine if you get your first conference win or if you go home a loser tonight.
ACU again comes in averaging 68 a game. UTA at 66 a game. I hope you took the overs tonight because I think both of those averages are about to go up. Wildcats a 4-point lead here as we start half number 2. Mavericks have possession to start the second half. And we'll move from right to left from our vantage point. Threet is on the floor with Clark Brittingham. Adams is on the floor, and back is Kiari Lee. Good to see her back on the floor. She went out, looked like she rolled an ankle there midway through the second quarter, but she's back here to start half number 2. She's got it in her hands at the left wing. Drives in, floating shot up off the rim, no good, and a good strong rebound there by Traeger. It's Traeger, Thornton, Earl, Hull, and Martin, the starting 5 for Julie Goodenough, back on the floor to start half number 2. Earl's got to look at a 3, right wing. She buries it. Pick up right where they left off. Bella Earl's got 9 tonight.
Inside-out basketball. Both these teams did a good job of getting the ball deep into the paint, and the Wildcats kick it out for a wide-open 3.
Earl's third triple tonight. Hull's got 3 triples. Wildcats as a team now with 9 of 20 from deep. ACU averages more than 25 shot attempts from that range. Again, 9 of 20 tonight. Here again, Lee up underneath, left it off the rim, got a third opportunity. This one too strong. And Traeger another defensive rebound. Largest lead in the first half was 10 for ACU. As Martin had that one partially knocked out of her hands. Chance to run for the Lady Mavs. And layup up and good. That's Gia Adams.
Running the floor, that's what they've been looking to do all day.
9 fast break points now tonight for UTA. Adams now in double figures. 3 Lady Mavs in double figures. Humphrey with 15 there in the first 20 minutes. Brittingham with 11, Adams now with 10. Brittingham gets her hands on the pass, bodies on the floor. Jump ball will keep it with the Wildcats.
Brittingham has a surprising number of steals in the season. She's a really good post defender. Steals don't usually come a lot for. She has averaging 1.7 steals on the season.
Team leader in that category, excuse me there.
Surprising, steals don't usually come a lot for those big power forwards.
Yep. Here's Traeger, backdoor cut to Earl, tough catch, she'll make it, find Martin. Up strong off the glass, and got the nice friendly Moody Coliseum roll. Martin's got 5 tonight, and coming off a double-double versus Navy. There's an entry pass, Brittingham faces up from 10. Drives in on Traeger, drop step to the baseline. Had it knocked out of her hands and into the hands of Bella Earl. Oh, gonna take her first 3 of the second half, and it's just like she left off in the first half. Peyton Hull's got 25.
That was a really well-defended three-pointer. She just made it over the defender.
Shooter's gonna shoot.
Shooter's gonna shoot. That one was in her eye.
This one knocked out of the hands of Lee. Lady Mavs wanted a foul, didn't get the call. Chance to run here for the Wildcats. Hold to Martin, deflected by Brittingham, the team leader in assist, and she saves it in, or in steal, excuse me, she saves it in. Also the team leader in assist, but that a steal. There's another look. Peyton Hull, her 4th 3 tonight. She's 9 of 13 from the field. And as you mentioned there, Trey, that was one where she just made up her mind. I know I have a hand in the face. I'm going to go ahead and shoot this one.
She knew she was shooting that shot before they came out of the locker room.
Valkova back on the floor. She has the basketball in her hands. This one knocked out of bounds near side. And this is the largest lead now at 10. Second time the Wildcats have been here. Adams will run the point. The junior transfer from Tennessee State, Ohio Valley Conference Freshman of the Year 2 years ago. Here's a shot blocked by Hull into the hands of Earl. Bella will push.
Second block of the quarter from Hull.
Entry pass. Troxell's got it. Shot blocked by Humphrey, out of bounds.
That's a block party over here, back and forth.
Humphrey gets the block, having herself a game with 15 first half. See a substitution here, I believe for the first time tonight. It's Callie Haslett, 5'9" sophomore. She's a transfer at College of Southern Idaho, junior college. Now a whistle and an offensive foul call. Bella Earl got caught on an illegal screen trying to get Hull open at the top of the key. It's her second. No real foul trouble for either team. Nobody with more than two, with the exception of Masengo Mutunda. She has 3 for the Lady Mavs. Brittingham faces up. Troxell got a hand on it. Now Brittingham a lane. Left the layup short, no good. Wildcats rip down the rebound. And Brittingham has not had many second chance looks tonight. Backdoor cut, and this one thrown behind Earl, and now a chance to run. Haslett will lead the break. Has it poked away from Earl from behind. The two teams trade turnovers. And Bella for 3. Got the nice friendly Moody Coliseum roll again.
We're seeing much more defensive stats put up this quarter. A lot of blocks and a lot of steals as there's a timeout for UTA.
Sharika Wright wants to talk about it with her Lady Mavs. Bella Earl's got 4 triples tonight. ACU, their largest lead, 60-47 halfway through the third.
Light bringers and courageous leaders who inspire us. Game changers and risk takers who never play small. Creative thinkers and God seekers who uplift us. You see, the future is ours to create. We hold it in our hearts. We mold it with our hands. We light the fire within.
ACUTV is really special because you have an opportunity to dive in and to get started day one.
You could start out on camera or you could start out in the studio, but if you want to direct or if you want to TD or if you want to operate cameras or do replays, you have the opportunity to do all of that and learn.
If you have any love or any interest in TV or just really want to find a community of people who want to work hard and follow their
ACUTV is really special because you have an opportunity to dive in and to get started day one.
You could start out on camera or you could start out in the studio, but if you want to direct or if you want to TD or if you want to operate cameras or do replays, you have the opportunity to do all of that and learn.
If you have any love or any interest in TV or just really want to find a community of people who want to work hard and follow their passions, that's what ACUTV is.
Hey, there's a look at the brains behind the operations. Hutton Harris and the crew, ACU TV, bringing you WAC basketball here on ESPN Plus. Great job, fellas. Thanks for making all the rest of us look and sound good as well. Trey, it's an 8-0 run for the Wildcats, their largest lead tonight.
Yes, 8-0 run for the Wildcats. It seems like this has happened every quarter. Abilene Christian goes up double digits, UTA calls a timeout, and then they pull it back within 5 before the end of the quarter. So we'll see if that trend continues, or we'll see if Abilene Christian can pull away before the fourth quarter starts.
The Lady Mavs on a 3-minute scoring drought. Has to be the longest of the night, the way they've been shooting the basketball. They were plus 50% at halftime. But 3 minutes dry here in the third. AC trying to build on their largest lead. Earl with 4 threes will drive, find Martin. Addison has to save it back in. 5 on the shot clock. Hall will have to fire at the buzzer. Left that one short, and it's a shot clock violation. Good defensive series there by UTA. If they're going to get back in it, it has to start on the defensive end.
That's true. Defense wins championships, as the old adage says. And if the Lady Mavs want to get back in this one, they're going to have to get some stops and then score.
Let's see if Humphrey can get it going second half. Left the first one short. Haslip's second chance opportunity stripped out of her hands. And ACU back with possession here. Hole on the drive. Layup, too strong. Martin had the rebound, but lost it. Humphrey out of bounds, and that'll keep possession here with the Wildcats.
Peyton Hole called ISO there. She took her defender one-on-one.
Got our under 5 timeout here at Moody Coliseum. We're still at the 13-point spread. ACU 60, UTA 47 in the WAC Conference opener. Halfway through the third, it's an ACU 13-point lead. And Trey, some of the stats really starting to show the favor of the Wildcats here with that 13-point spread.
For the Wildcats, they have 17 assists on their 20 made baskets, meaning that only 3 of their buckets in this game have not come as a result of a pass from one of their teammates. So very great team ball being played.
Yeah, great team offense. There's Thornton on the drive. Brittingham able to tie her up. Great job, Avery Brittingham. Possession arrow facing the Lady Mavs, so they will get possession of the basketball back. Can Coach Wright and UTA figure out the offense? Just 2 points here in the third quarter. Scoring drought now 4+ minutes. Haslip will try to do it, and she will. 3-pointer from the right side.
That'll help to figure it out.
Right on cue. Haslip her first 3 tonight, and that stops the scoring drought of 4 minutes and 20 seconds. UTA still shooting 43%. Hull misses this 3. Rebound run down by Troxel. Second chance opportunity. That's Claire Troxel's game, the 5'11 freshman out of Bushland. So we'll get another look here at Haslip, 3 on the right side.
Abilene Christian is plus 13 in the rebound margin, meaning they have over 13 more rebounds than UTA.
Second chance here after the Troxel hustle play. Claire Graham back on the floor. Claire Traeger also back on the floor. Hull's got it right side. Trying to get a one-on-one matchup now. A screen. Step back. 3. Back iron. Traeger and another offensive rebound. There's Martin. Out. Graham. 3. Right side. It's good. Tell you what, Addison Martin doesn't have the points tonight, but the presence she has on the inside, drawing double teams, has left the three-point line wide open all night long for her teammates.
Such a pure facilitator. She can really move the rock.
Haslip leaves this 3 short, 1 and done for the Lady Mavs. Martin just 2 assists tonight to go with her 5 points, but just seems like she generates so much attention down on the block. Backdoor cut. Traeger has it tipped away. Good job by Humphrey. Into the hands of Brittingham, who will run the show. Avery behind the back dribble. Euro step, whistle, block call. Brittingham will go to the line. Graham tried to take the charge, just didn't get the call.
Some nice skill there. A little behind the back to get the defender to bite into a Euro step. Almost finishes it, but she goes to the line and is rewarded.
Brittingham's been quiet here in the second half, has 11 points, all in the first half. 11 points, 6 rebounds, all in the first half as well. It's been in double figures all 7 games this year for UTA. 3 double-doubles already for Coach Wright and the Lady Mavs. Want to get closer to home. Crowley, Texas. Crowley High School is her home. It's in the Fort Worth area, so a little closer to home, making the adjustment from Nacogdoches now to Arlington. Back in the DFW Metroplex, 1 of 2 at the line. You see Meredith Mays get her first action here in the second half. Lady Mavs will show some full court pressure here. Try to ramp up the defense down by 12.
That man full court press just really helps to get the pace up, which is what they're looking to be doing.
Mays gets one up on the rim and good. Another great entry pass. Mays has her first 2 tonight. Meredith Mays on the year has missed 1 shot. She's 9 of 10 now in the season. That'll earn you some playing time down on the inside.
That will.
Brittingham posting up Traeger. Backdoor cut. Shot up by Hazlitt. Left it short. Thornton the rebound at 5'6". Chance to run for ACU. Graham hit a 3 just a second ago. Cut off on the drive here. Under 2 minutes we go, third quarter. Traeger a look at a 3, left wing. Back iron. And long rebound out of bounds to UTA.
The Wildcats' shooting percentages have leveled out a little bit since that super hot first quarter, but they're still getting open looks. That 3 there, wide open.
Traeger will check out. First time tonight we will see Kennedy Rising the 5'11" junior. Transfer out of Highland Community College. She started the first 5 games of the year. Tonight off the bench for the first time. She's on the floor. Zoe Jackson as well. Talia Clark has the basketball. Hands it off to Kiari Lee. Right side, 3. 10 on the shot clock. Jump stop from Adams, puts it up on the rim, no good. Offensive rebound. Lee goes up strong, too strong. And Rising has defensive rebound.
Great defensive possession from the Wildcats. They burnt so much shot clock there and game clock as well, which is something that they're making UTA play against as they're down 14.
Rising, Jackson. A little disjointed on this offensive set. Zoe's got it though in the corner. Left it short. Mays an offensive rebound. New shot clock. Graham from the left side, too strong. Backside rebound, a chance to run. Pass up the floor from Adams. And the layup up and good. Talia Clark. Clark, the transfer from Seattle U. Clark's got 4 tonight. ACU can hold for the final shot. About a 1-second difference here, game clock and shot clock. Graham finds a seam though. She'll lay it up off the glass and in. Player's got 8. Three on the clock. Shot no good from Lee, and that's how the quarter comes to an end. Just 8 points in the quarter for the Lady Mavs. ACU stretches out a 4-point halftime lead to a 14-point lead at the end of 3. Fourth quarter coming up.
UTV is.
Start of the fourth quarter, ACU a 14-point lead. Hey, Avery Brittingham for UTA. She's got 12 points. The SFA transfer to UTA. With more on that, let's go courtside to Courtney String. Courtney?
Thanks, guys. Through 6 games this season, senior transfer Avery Brittingham has posted a double-double in 3 games, ranking her 15th in the country and 1st in the conference. Brittingham was scouted by the Mavericks after earning the first-team All-WAC recognition her junior year while playing for Stephen F. Austin. Brittingham has decided to follow in the family footsteps after her brother also played in the Mavericks back in 2021. Let's see how Birmingham's accomplishment history will play into tonight's game. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Courtney. Yeah, Avery's been a thorn in the side of the Wildcats a few times over the past few years. Had a double-double of 17 points, 15 rebounds last year in a Lumberjack uniform. Closing in on our fourth double-double here tonight. Got some work to do, though, as ACU has the 14-point lead.
Yes, Abilene Christian pulled away that quarter, stretched their lead 10 points from 4 to 14 in that fourth quarter. But Birmingham's been a shining star on this 1-5 UTA Mavericks team. She leads the team in rebounds, assists, and steals while averaging 12.5 points.
She's been a good one for Coach Wright and company. Yeah, ACU outscores UTA 18-8. They're in quarter number 3. Lady Mavs just 3 of 16 from the field. And a scoring drought of 4+ minutes. ACU's got it to start the fourth. Thornton loses her footing. Ball's loose on the baseline. Whistle and a jump ball. And the turnover here will give it to the Lady Mavs. ACU, Trey, ACU still shooting close to 50%. They're 23 of 50, so 46%.
1/4 of this game's left, and Abilene Christian has already pretty much matched their average scoring for the season.
Valkova at the top of the key. Go left and Lee on the drive, cut off. Now Threet. Threet's been quiet tonight, just 2 points. Now on the drive, ball partially blocked, partially fouled. Adams should go to the free throw line and shoot 2.
Abilene Christian has done a great job these past 3 quarters of slowing the pace. They worked the shot clock down to 5 there before committing the foul, but forced UTA to take a bad shot.
Adams, the junior transfer from Tennessee State. She is from Cypress, Texas, in the Houston area. Played at Tennessee State, the Ohio Valley Conference Freshman of the Year 2 years ago. 57 games at Tennessee State. She was in double figures, 39 of those 57. She's a scorer. She's got 10 tonight, trying to make it 11, and she does. Lady Mavs will play full court pressure, trying to get back in this thing. ACU a 13-point lead. Light pressure just to eat some shot clock if nothing else. Here's Hull on the right side. Look at a 3. Backspin and backsplash. Peyton Hull's 5th 3 tonight. She's got 28. Coming off again, 34, an ACU Division I scoring record. 34 on Saturday versus Navy.
I bet she's looking to rival that tonight.
Follows it up. She's got 28 here. Now on a drive. 1 too many steps for Threet. That's a travel. Well, this is just too easy, Trey. You know, she finds some space. The defense drops off. They play underneath the screen of Martin, and you can't do that. You got to
go under that screen.
Yeah, you got to play over the top against Peyton Hull.
Got to heads that screen and have someone step up. Hand down, man down.
Thornton again to run the show. Thornton's got 7. Bella Earl with 12. She and Hull the only 2 in double figures thus far. Here's Hull, another 3, right wing, got it again. There's 31 with 6 threes on the night.
They're giving her too much light, and she's just turning the lights out.
Absolutely amazing. I mean, just down screen, find your spot on the right wing, bury it.
Boy, I bet this Western Athletic Conference will be seeing that play a lot.
31. The other day she had 34. She raised her average by 5 points in one game. Went from 9 a game to 14 a game. That average will continue to go up. Here's Earl on a drive. Left-handed layups up and good. Whistle and a foul and a chance for a 3-point play.
This is turning into a dynamic duo. Peyton Hull and Bella Earl are just going back and forth, scoring.
Julie Goodenough told me yesterday when we had a chance to visit that Bella Earl's one that has to get her shots up. She has to have 10-plus shot attempts. She's so unselfish, but sometimes almost too unselfish. She's got to get her shots up on the rim, and she has tonight. 5 of 8 from the floor, 4 of 7 from 3. That's 14. Chance for point number 15. after the triple-double versus Navy. Free throw up, free throw good. It's a 22-point spread.
3 straight possessions of gaining 3 points for the Wildcats.
Here's a handoff. Humphreys, huge first half, has not scored here in half number 2. She'll drive here, let the layup short, whistle and a charge.
Great job getting her feet set. Julie Goodenough definitely likes that. The freshman stepping up, getting outside of the restricted zone, and taking the charge.
Getting the full court pressure here. Earl works with Traeger. Bella's now got it in the front court. Earl over to Hull, right side. Back to Bella, now Martin. Three on the shot clock. Aspen's gonna have to fire. Off the rim, offensive rebound. Earl back up strong, left this one off the rim, but she's fouled. 2 more free throws here for Bella Earl.
That gives Earl a double-double right there. That's her 10th rebound. She also has 8 assists.
Hey, don't forget, Wednesdays on ESPN Plus, you can watch the Julie Goodenough Show. Julie will give you a behind-the-scenes look at the Wildcats as Western Athletic Conference play gets underway. Here tonight on the road at Stephen F. Austin, you can hear about all of it on the Julie Goodenough Show. Find that streaming on ESPN Plus. One of the best in the business, Julie Goodenough. 500 career wins, 217 of those here at ACU.
You can officially put Bella Earl on triple-double watch for the 2nd game in a row.
The free throw up, free throw good. We update her stat line. 15 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists. Just 7 triple-doubles in the NCAA thus far this year. Bella's got 1 of the 7. Here's a shot. Lee left it short, no good. Claire Graham's got the loose basketball. Coach Goodenough told me the other day, Jake Stevens, assistant coach, was watching the stat line. As here's a 3 up and good. Emma Truxell. To finish that story though, Jake Stevens, the assistant coach, said he was watching the stat line. Bella Earl needed 1 more assist to get the triple-double. They made sure she got it. She's got an assist there. Truxell for 3. It's a 13-0 run for the Wildcats. What was a 4-point game at halftime has swelled to 26. 80-54 here, Trey. It's been hot shooting all second half.
Boy, these Wildcats have really managed to pull away this second half. UTA 9 points in the second half. ACU 13 in the 4th quarter alone.
This 13-0 run. Let's take a look around the WAC. Of course, tonight the opening of WAC conference play. Utah Valley at Seattle. Stephen F. Austin and Tarleton, another Lone Star State showdown. RGV out at Grand Canyon. Cal Baptist won last night, beating Southern Utah, so that's a good win. Of course, Grand Canyon, the favorite in the preseason to win the WAC this year. It's a 20-game conference schedule, round robin, home and home. 11 teams in the conference. So 20 games on the conference schedule. The top 8 will make their way to the WAC tournament. WAC Vegas, down in Las Vegas in mid-March. 13-0 run again for the Wildcats. UTA just 9 points here in the second half. Hull gives to Mays. 5 on the shot clock. Graham, 3, top of the key, bottom! 3-pointer number 16 tonight for the ladies in purple.
And another assist on that 3.
Trying to answer, Haslip left it off the rim, no good. And a turnover here by Claire Graham.
Double dribble call.
Another look for Claire. That's just a shot clock running down. Had to get one up, and she does. Bella Earl is 1 assist shy of another triple-double. 16 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists.
Bella Earl's on the bench right now. I wonder if that'll be for the rest of the night or if she'll come back in and manage to get that last assist.
And 5.5 remaining. Yeah, let's take a look at the upcoming schedule. First for the Wildcats. They'll be on the road this Saturday. Stephen F. Austin, their second WAC conference game. Then out of conference for a few weeks. You can see the schedule on the road in Fort Worth next Tuesday before returning home versus McMurray. And then a home-and-home with Conference USA at Western Kentucky before Louisiana Tech comes to town. Back in conference play in January. For the Lady Mavericks, they are also in conference play. They'll host Grand Canyon, again the preseason conference favorite, before on the road and a tough one at Colorado, their second team. Played Texas earlier in the national top 15. They'll get Colorado, and then they'll step out of conference again. Sam Houston State no longer in the WAC. New Mexico State no longer in the WAC. Still on the schedule for the Lady Mavs.
These Lady Mavs have a tough non-conference schedule, playing UT, who was ranked number 11 at the time, then playing number 7 Colorado. A really tough test for them. But the philosophy is it gets you more ready for conference play, and that's what they hope it'll do.
And I'll tell you, Sharika Wright, 4th year, she's one of the best in the business, this Lady Mav team. Again, it's a roster that's turned over 12 new players in UTA uniform this year, but they'll get this thing going in the right direction sooner than later. It's been one of those hot shooting nights for the Wildcats. They've built this 29-point lead. Humphrey, a 3 in the left corner, and it's up and good. Humphrey's first 3 of the second half. She's got 18 to lead the way.
First field goal of the quarter for the Lady Mavs.
Stops the scoring drought of more than 4 minutes. Zoe Jackson over to Claire Graham, left side. Entry pass, Meredith Mays, shot up off the glass and good.
That's what the kids call barbecue chicken. One-on-one in the post, makes a nice move and gets the lay.
And Mays again 2 for 2 tonight, now 10 of 11 field goals on the season. Brittingham, step back 3, top of the key, back rim, long rebound to Claire Graham. Jackson has it poked away from behind into the hands of Brittingham. Adams will run the show. Into the corner, another look for Humphrey. Back rim, no good. Troxel and Graham run into each other. Troxel will get credit for the rebound.
These Lady Mustangs are still fighting, despite being down nearly 30.
And a few substitutions here for the Wildcats. Gracie Wernley on the floor for the first time. She wears number 22. 5'9" freshman out of Bixby High School, Bixby, Oklahoma. We'll see the depth continue to grow. Wernley has it in her hands. 10 on the shot clock. Troxel jump stop, has it stripped away. A good job by 3. Chance to run. Adams for 3, right side. Gia Adams can light it up. She's in double figures. She's the 3rd Lady Mav to get there.
You know Bella Earl, that assist isn't in the front of her mind for the triple-double, but it is something she wants.
Had a chance there in the backdoor cut to Jackson, just could not quite corral it. Turnover back here to UTA.
It's always been interesting to know how much those statistical milestones mean to players. A lot of players really care for them and they want those accolades, but a lot of them just want to win.
Brittingham, spin move with the dribble, contact. And foul call, will they give continuation? Yes, they will. A chance for a 3-point play here for Avery Brittingham. Brittingham and Zoe Jackson, a little conversation out on the floor. A little chuckle for both, but a chance for a 3-point play.
The Wildcats have taken 14 three-pointers in this fourth quarter alone, and they've made 8 of them.
Free throw up, free throw good, excuse me.
Hot shooting quarter for the Wildcats.
85-63. Well, full court pressure again here for UTA. Wernley in the front court, finds Mays, out to Earl, 3 right side, bottom! Bella Earl's 5th 3 tonight. She's got 19. That's the 17th 3 made tonight for ACU. 50% from deep. 17 of 34.
And 23 assists for the Wildcats. That is an insane number.
On 30 field goals made, 23 assists. And now a steal by Wernley. Earl up top, rising, layup, good. It's a triple-double for Bella Earl. Kennedy Rising puts it in the bucket. Back-to-back games for Bella with 3 double-figure stats, 19 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists for Bella Earl. Back-to-back games. The 8th one in NCAA this year, and 2 of them belong to Bella Earl. Julie Goodenough immediately calls the timeout, wants that to be recognized. Bella's in the middle of her teammates.
And her teammates were loving it. Once she made that pass, they knew Rising was making that layup. So they all got up on their feet. They were all cheering on their teammate. Triple-double machine, Bella Earl. A little Russell Westbrook.
And she checks out there at the timeout. Tristan Keller will replace her. Keller, the 5'8" sophomore. 90 points, the most the Wildcats have scored this year. They scored 87 versus Navy over the weekend. 90 is now the top. Humphreys with 2 more. Keller on the baseline, will kick it back out, pass a little too tall.
Fun fact about Keller, she lettered in 6 sports in high school. So an all-around great athlete.
One of those being football.
One of those being football. Insane.
A few more substitutions here for the Wildcats. Julie Goodenough will empty the bench here. Ile Exposito Perez, 5'7" junior. She wears number 5. Brooke Jessen, 6'1" senior, who wears number 32. Both get a few minutes. And a whistle here and a foul. I believe Perez up underneath Gia Adams. They'll send Adams to the charity stripe. Adams' first free throw is up and good. Adams with 15 now tonight. Scored 20 down in Austin versus Texas earlier this year. She surpassed her average of 11.2 tonight. And 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Here's a silver lining for the Lady Mavericks. They have shot 50% on 3-point field goals in this game, and that is not a number to laugh at. So still a good shooting night and a high scoring night for them.
Araya Perkins is on the floor for the first time here for the Lady Mavs. She wears number 24. Wernley right side, gets into the paint. And whistle and a travel call. Getting the Wildcats on the road this weekend at Stephen F. Austin. The Lady Mavs at home. They'll play host to GCU. Perkins, number 24 again for UTA. She's the daughter of NBA great Sam Perkins. Longtime Los Angeles Laker. And shot up, continuation, no shot. Foul on the floor. And college teammate of
Michael Jordan.
There you go, in North Carolina.
One of the best of all time.
The best of all time.
I don't know about that.
Uh-oh. Conversation after the game. I need to teach you young pups about 90s basketball. Jemiah Perry is also on the floor here for UTA, and at the line, Talia Graham. Graham's got the first free throw. Graham, again, they transfer from Seattle U, Linwood, Washington, our hometown. She put up 23 versus UTA last year in the WAC tournament to eliminate the Lady Mavs at the WAC tournament. And the next game UTA played, she was in their uniform, and Clark will hit a three here. 4 points on that possession for Clark. Wernley a three, right side, it's up and good.
These teams are still hitting their deep shots even this late in the game.
18 three-pointers for ACU. Right back, coming the other way, three, no good. Perkins the offensive rebound and gets it back up and in. The 18 threes would have to be a season high, I would think, this year for the Wildcats. Try to find that number. There's a pass out of bounds. Yeah, most threes made in a game was 13.
Surpassed that by quite a bit.
Blew that number out of the water tonight.
First conference game. The Wildcats were looking to make a statement, and I think they put the WAC on notice.
A lot of upside from tonight. Tough one on the road. Nacogdoches always a tough place to play versus SFA. But maybe this team, so hot right now, it's a good time to get on the bus and go to Nacogdoches. There's a block, outlet pass to Adams, 2-on-2. And she's fouled on the shot and will shoot two. Boy, the number that steps out of the stat sheet for me, ACU has out-rebounded UTA by 19 tonight, 43-24.
Abilene Christian all season has been a good rebounding team. Their rebound margin, they've out-rebounded their opponents by 6. And those boards off the glass can help create second chance opportunities and get points.
Adams up to 17 tonight with the first make free throw. And second one, same result. She's got 18. She'll check out the last 39 seconds. Haslett will finish it out. It's ACU about to move to 4-2 on the young year. More importantly, 1-0 in conference. There's a turnover on the bad pass on the inbounds.
These Lady Mavericks are still playing tough defense, still full court pressing, even with 38 seconds left in the game. Much respect to them for the hustle and effort.
And a few more possessions here to finish this one out. It was a 4-point game at halftime. ACU got the lead up in the 20s. UTA's fought tough here in the last few minutes to get it back to 18. But the shooting again.
And that's why coaches put so much emphasis on the first few minutes of the third quarter. My high school coach used to say, if we win the first 3 minutes of the third quarter, we win the game.
That's certainly the case here tonight. This pass knocked out of bounds. Shot clock is off. Wildcats can run it out. Season high in points with 93. Season high in three-pointers made with 18. Peyton Hull with 31 tonight. Follows up 34 with 31. Bella Earl back-to-back triple doubles. We'll try to talk to a few of them in the post-game show.
Some insane statistics from the Wildcats tonight. 51% from threes on 35 shots.
And UTA still shooting 50%. Ten for 20 from behind the three-point line, and 13 for 17 from the free throw line. Just hot shooting from the home team. One final push up the floor. And Perez will pick up another foul.
Both of these teams have 26 paint points, so both teams were feeding the ball to their 4s and 5s and letting them go to work.
Free throw up and good for Clark. Coming off of back-to-back 20-point games is Clark. She'll finish shy of that tonight, but a chance to get into double figures. That one rolls out, no good. She's got 9. And ACU can dribble it out here. 1-0 in conference play. They did it in impressive fashion. Long conference schedule ahead. But an 18-point win for the Wildcats as the buzzer sounds. 94-76 is our final score. All sorts of impressive tonight for ACU. It's a great win tonight.
Great win for the Wildcats. 25 assists, 94 points. Just an insane offensive showing, and their defense didn't lack either. They had 7 steals to take away from the Lady Mustangs and grab their first conference win. Going to SFA, playing in Nacogdoches before they have a couple non-conference tune-up games until they go and play some more Western Athletic Conference action, or as I like to say, waction.
Peyton Hull, 31 points tonight to lead the way. Again, the reigning WAC Freshman of the Year, 34 the other night, 31 tonight, 6 of 11 from behind the three-point line after 9 threes on the weekend, 6 more tonight. Not to be outdone, Bella Earl, 5 for 8 from behind the three-point line, 19 points to go along with 10 rebounds and 10 assists. Back-to-back triple-doubles for Bella Earl. Aspen Thornton has 7. Claire Graham has 11. She's in double figures as well. 3 for the Wildcats in double figures as the Wildcats get the win. We're glad to be joined by the junior Bella Earl. Back-to-back games with a triple-double. Congratulations.
So
1 individually, but 2. What a great team win. Take me through tonight. Give me your thoughts on the contest.
I mean, UTA is a great team all around. They have some great athletes, great players, and we knew coming out we were going to have to fight tough and out and just – my mom's in there. Hi, Mom. And just scrap the whole game, and that's what we did. We played together, and overall it was really good to have our first WAC win.
Individually for you, 19 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. I know you celebrated big this weekend when you did it for the first time. How does time number 2 feel?
Just as good. I mean, props to my teammates. I was telling them, I'm not doing anything but passing you the ball. You're the one making it. So I have great teammates that are making me look good.
Well, awesome. And talk about the win tonight. 1, you shoot the ball so well as a team, but also 2, the springboard into a 20-game conference schedule. What a start, what a boost of confidence. Talk about just getting off in WAC play on such a good note.
I mean, I think this is just, lighting a fire under us, and I think it's going to make a statement, telling other people, like, ACU is a force to be reckoned with.
No doubt about that. Well, Bella, we appreciate the time. Congratulations on the individual level. Congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank
we
you
look
so
forward
much.
to great things ahead for you guys.
Thank you.
You bet. The junior Bella Earl, the triple-double here again tonight. Again, her stat line tonight, 19 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists as well. We're going to send it upstairs as well. We got another player of the game joining our guys upstairs. Chris and Matthew, send it upstairs with Peyton Hull.
Appreciate you, Andy Penny, chatting with Bella Earl. Now back-to-back triple-doubles for her, Chris Jared, and we're with the freshman Peyton Hull. Peyton, trust me, we had a heck of a time trying to decide if we talk to Peyton Hull, Bella Earl. We'll talk to both of them. For you, back-to-back 30-plus point games. As a freshman, what have you enjoyed the most about the last 2 games?
Basically, just all the team effort that we've just had the past 2 games has really just made me play better, I guess. Just everyone cheering me on has helped me out just with everything.
You can take a breath of relief because it's been 2 really crazy games for your team. The last 2 games, over 150 points scored by your offenses. The last 2 games really hitting a stride. So you obviously having a lot to do with that, but your team as well getting it done away from, as a unit as well. What have you seen to be able to allow your team to get everybody involved and have an impact on the offense?
Really, I've just seen our effort. Like I said, we've all just been really working really hard in practice, and I think that's really executed on the court as well.
You were a golf letter winner in high school. Is your golf game as good as your basketball game?
Probably not, but I am pretty good at golf.
What do you average per 18?
Probably 70, upper 70s.
That's pretty good. Definitely better than me. But looking at this so far with 65 points, a lot of shooting that you've had success from beyond the arc. When you go back to the summer to where you are now, what was your approach coming from high school to hear about how you wanted to approach a season as a freshman?
Well, I think in my AAU coach, he's really just prepared me for this. So I'm just haven't really been nervous really when I go on the court. And it's the same thing in high school. I wasn't really nervous. So he's helped me out with that.
We'll definitely appreciate it. Doesn't look nervous out there, and it's been a great start for the freshman Peyton Hull, who drops another 30-plus point game. We'll send it back down to Annie Penny to bring us home.
Thanks, Chris. 94-76, Wildcats 1-0 in conference play. This has been a presentation of the Western Athletic Conference on ESPN. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. Until next time, for Trey Newhouse, Courtney String, Chris Jarrett, Matthew Delagarza, the whole crew led by Hutton Harris, I'm Andy Penny. So long, take care, good night from Abilene, Texas.